Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. I am Chris, and with my co-host Tyler. Say hello, Tyler.
You may find yourself living in a Whirling-In-Rags with a beautiful shoe and a beautiful drinking problem. You may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? Letting the days go by. That's all I'm gonna do.
I was gonna recap, but yeah, that's a pretty cable recap. Last time we found our shoes, found out we're an alcoholic, and that we are staying in this place, the Whirling-In-Rags. So yeah, without any further ado, I suppose we can start exploring it.
And I just hope that little ditty I did does not get us docked.
No, I mean, it certainly will. This will be demonetized 100%, which would be a
no.
problem if there were any chance we could make any money off of this, which there is not.
Please, Mr. Talking Heads, don't sue us.
Alright, let's go in. Alright. So, as is tradition, I will kind of navigate through the environment, click on these little green boys, give you an idea of what's going on before we make any major decisions.
La Parbe, 26 degrees.
March 51. Alright.
Like, there's an apostrophe there, like how you would do that for like a century. Like, I'm assuming it should say 1951, but this is a make-believe world, so who knows?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So, we'll see.
You were done in 51.
Let's talk to this nice lady smoking a cigarette indoors. Maybe it is 1951.
Yeah, that track.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown, and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Officer, am I military personnel?
You know, as a man who has, recently turned 29, this hits harder than I thought it would.
Like, do you have, do young women refer to you as officer when you're just minding your own business?
Sorry. Yeah, you wanted to ask if you were a military personnel?
I did. What do they know that I don't?
No.
She seems perplexed by your question.
Why did you call me officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
I want to know if you're shitting me is sarcastic or...
It doesn't sound sarcastic. It sounds exclamatory.
Yeah, let's ask that.
All right.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
Yeah, this really says something about society. Yeah, we live in one.
That we live in one. Not much else, but that is a fact. All right.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
What business is that? What business is it if it's yours?
Yeah. I assume that she's quoting him.
Why do you know this?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Now that's official police business, baby.
Now the first one, I think we know the answer to the first one already.
Yeah, exactly. Asked and answered. It's the drinking.
Let's not try let's not try that one. I don't.
Okay.
No.
You don't want to try this. I will respect your decision. However, I should let you know that these are red checks. So when you see these, you can't retry them. So you can only do them once. And if you fail, you fail.
When you do suggestive looks in real life, you do only get one chance. So this is accurate to that.
Yeah, exactly. All right, what do you think?
Who in the right mind would let me be an officer alive feels like a good question, because...
Given that we have awoken near comatose and forgotten everything about ourselves, seems like
And we are clearly bothering this woman minding her own business.
Well, that's very police-like behavior, but...
Yeah.
Anyway.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Yeah, C grades, baby.
C's get degrees.
Yeah. If that's the only option, why don't I remember being a cop? Maybe if she knows I've been here drinking, maybe she knows, if I've done, Slim Melvins or some future drug.
Slim Melvins. Man, I wish drugs actually had cool names. not like just
Yeah,
like
like
a monosyllable that's based on the thing.
yeah, like we don't need an onomatopoeia for a drug. Like I didn't go clubbing often when I was younger, but one joy I did have was just if somebody was offering drugs, you ask for something that's not real just to see what happens. And I think my favorite was dim bulbs and slim doobers, which is where I got slim melvins from.
They
And
just give
someone's
you
like,
if you say a weird word to someone who's offering you drugs, they just give you acid because they assume that's what you want.
yeah, like you're speaking in tongues. They think that's what you need to calcify your pineal gland faster.
Exactly. All right, let's
So
ask
why am
Bob.
I? Yeah.
Mhm.
Could it be because of the drinking?
Yeah. See, asked and answered. I knew this was gonna happen.
The cigarette sizzles. Cigarettes don't sizzle; they burn.
Hmm. A little automatopoeia, perhaps.
She hasn't had
Yeah.
time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
That's
Thanks.
more G fuel.
Thanks, Perception, for being a Chad. That's much appreciated. Nice to
Yeah.
know that my perception is negging.
Lady, you're ugly. Goodbye.
You want to get going?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
How do you know that?
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yeah, before you go, I have some questions for you.
Yes?
Do you know how fast you were going?
Exactly.
What do they have against police here?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Okay, yeah, it's yeah, vigilantes.
Mm.
Probably not my friend. What exactly is here? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where in the world? Wow, we are just don't know who we are.
Exactly. I mean, it is a funny way of like. I mean, games have been doing this for a million years because amnesia is a convenient way of letting your character ask extremely strange questions,
Yeah, like
which
we all.
which the player needs to know. But I do like Disco Elysium's take on it, which is you have drunk so much that you forget everything.
Yeah, we MK Ultra'd ourselves into oblivion.
Hmm.
We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Revachol forever.
Yeah,
Uh,
I suppose so. If you
uh,
if the failed world revolution means anything to you, I suppose is a
uh,
reference. I would guess.
yeah. Let's see what happens.
You want to say it?
Yeah.
All right.
Forever and ever.
I'm picturing a limp fist just pumping as he says this.
All right.
Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Hell yeah! I want to know if it's a tallow disco. Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco music.
Mhm.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Waiting for
that's-
the name to connect with you.
Yeah, it's like that sounds like she's describing the music as opposed to like it's capitalized, so it implies it's the name of the band.
Yeah, when I first played, I thought that it was like a record label, Like
Yeah.
it sounded to me like a record label, not a band. But I don't actually know now that I think about it.
Yeah,
guess we'll find out.
Ostentatious Orchestrations LLC.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
Well, now we're good friends with the music.
Hmm.
Even
Oh,
nickname.
were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Is this like if I was to meet a stranger and we connected because we both knew the lyrics to Barbie Girl? It mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
Yeah. Then the music started.
What happened, though?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Excellent.
Why would you pull out the empty music case? Like, was I listening to this? What a strange thing to do. What was I singing?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you recognize it.
But it doesn't matter anymore, and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
Let's apologize. I feel like two rooms over. She can hear it. Like, I feel bad for her and the person between us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, God forgive me if I ever, if a stranger ever describes any noise I make as that of a wounded boar.
Also, like, organ music. Like, so you listen to disco, and then, like, in your drunken stupor, you're like, I have to repent. Let's put on, like,
I
organ
guess so.
music.
Well, we're repenting now by saying I'm sorry, I suppose.
Yeah.
Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me.
Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Nice.
Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted?
That's like wishful thinking 101, but all right, I'll go with it.
Did you assault
No.
me?
It didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room.
All right, well,
The window
that's
was
good.
smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Yeah, Destructathon implies I destroyed 27 miles of damage.
You did kick down your door.
I
into the
did. That's
bathroom.
pretty ballsy.
Yeah.
Please tell me there wasn't anything else. Please tell me that's where the story ends.
Please.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
All right.
Let's segue into what year is it?
Okay.
It's 51.
What century, though? Like, I don't know what 51 means in any of this context. Like, there's clashing styles.
The current century?
Okay, what number? Clearly, I'm not right in the head, but please entertain me, miss.
Exactly. Well, what year is it exactly?
Also, wait, how do I know
Countries
she's a
don't
disco
have
dancer?
numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
Sorry,
I don't
I talked
know.
over just.
That's okay. I don't know how you know that actually. That's a good point.
Yeah,
I guess somehow you know.
like I'm dressed very like 70s business casual. I guess like her jumpsuit is very disco. Like, I don't know.
Guess we'll find out.
How many
This
centuries
is
have there been?
The current one. All right.
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
That's not an answer. What's so funny?
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Yeah, and Prim forever.
If there's any Anprims watching, excuse me, but iPhone?
Yeah, guys, if you like, this is antithetical to everything you believe. Please log off and go.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, find a squirrel.
Please, I'm begging you to log off.
If you comment, you will explode.
I'm also begging everyone else to log off. But don't log off too soon. Please watch the rest of the video.
Yes, please.
All right, let's go.
Glad to have been of assistance.
All right.
Let's go steal her cigarette.
Nice long stub in the ashtray. Still smoking.
She wanted to leave.
Yeah.
We don't have a fedora to tip.
Trompe le
Otherwise, we would
monde.
have.
Something the world. I don't know what trompe is, so I'll have to brush up on my French.
Yeah, I want to seem like Trump Mom means like Grand World, because I know Zenyatta Mondata, the Police album, was just a weird bastardization of the word Zen for Zenyatta and Mon for Mondata, so it's just peaceful world in a weird kind of way.
Interesting. Well, I'll have to figure it out. Anyway, we're on the main floor now. Like I said, I'll wander around a bit and look at the stuff.
Yeah. Let's
Before summer door, closed for the winter. Before you decide what you want to do. This is where the lyrics would be. We have a stage.
World is stage.
A big old karaoke mic.
Waiting for someone. Waiting.
Speaker is connected to radio. Music is seasoned with static. Let's see what thought has occurred to us.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense.
Exactly. This is why I knew you'd be a good co-host for this. Your first instinct was to say that your soul was immense.
I say that every day. It's the daily affirmation I have.
Exactly. All right. Your soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people.
When I was a young man, my father... No.
Exactly. An immense soul, indeed. What should you sing? Let's do it.
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Why would I sing the sad church song in a karaoke bar? Like, am I trying to clear out the room as a 2 a.m.?
I mean, not to be too on the nose here, but when we mentioned karaoke and you sung just now, you did sing "Welcome to the Black Parade."
That's true. That's
It's not exactly like a peppy one.
That is true, but that'll hype anybody under the age of 33.
God, that's true. We're old now. I forgot about that.
I'm not old. I'm young forever. I drink water.
All right. What do you think?
Yeah, they'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one. I need people to know that my soul's immense and my thoughts are deep.
All right.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
My heart is black, my lips are cold, city's on flame, with Disco Elysium.
Perfect. So we have another quest, sing karaoke. And we have actually completed the shoe quest from the other day. I didn't show that we completed that. So yeah, you can see all of your quests that are currently active on here. You can actually also see on the map, once you get one, all of your checks that you haven't checked.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
You can always go back and check them again.
I have to know if, like, the karaoke thing, like, I can just go to any stage and fulfill it. Or does it have to be
I believe it's
stage?
this one specifically, but you need to get the tape first. So.
Okay. It's on the table.
Bottle of rum has been knocked over.
Beautiful dark liquid. The brownest of the brown. Wait, what's that? You want me to drink you? I'm in the middle of playing here.
Pinball machine.
Yeah. If the glass is broken, just take the pinballs out and just throw them in there.
This is the Union Mess Hall. Opens at 4. In paraphernalia. Solidarity forever.
Hell yeah, UCW 375.
Someone is working in the kitchen.
Someone is working.
Reserved for personnel until 1. After that, you can just wander on in.
Yeah,
But,
fuck it. Give me my French-style pork. Use the good mayo.
A water cooler. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. We do know that it is Monday because the menu tells you so.
Yeah,
There's also...
Monday.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Monday, Jury Monday. Sorry, I'm just rambling.
Just rambling. All right. There's Nosafed. That gives you health. That's good to have because our health is so low. I might put some points into that once we level up.
Yeah, no relation to Sudafed, I'm assuming.
Yes, legally distinct. All right, so we got 4 people here. We got this sleepy guy. We got yellow orange jacket man. Oh, sorry. What that? A thought is occurring to us. Just a moment.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
No, we don't know who we are yet. We don't know if hair of the dog works. No.
How long have you been up?
I'm gonna say an hour. It's been an hour.
I think it's actually been 34 minutes. I think the game starts at 8 a.m., but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh,
I guess we'll have to roll back the tape and figure it out. Oh yes, that's another thing actually that I didn't mention before now. Time, as you'll see in the bottom right, it only advances in dialogue and when you're interacting with things. So you can just wander around the environments at your leisure and take everything in, which is one of the nice things about the game is that there is time and you can only do so much in a day, but it's only conversations move things forward. So anyway, we'll say that you've been up for about an hour. Seems about right.
Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself.
What is a rum and lemonade? That's not a dark and stormy, is it?
You're asking the wrong guy if you want cocktail information. I just drink them. I don't know much about them.
Okay, I live that way too. But,
that's the best way to go. Anything?
No, maybe later.
All right.
Maybe later? What is this? Casual Friday? What's with the lackadaisical laxman attitude? You used to be passionate about getting your drink on. Show me you're still young. Show me you have the fire in you. Lick that stain off the counter right now.
I don't trust my inner body if it thinks 8:30 in the morning is a great time to light the fire, quote unquote.
Come on,
please
man.
Talk to the other systems in my body before pushing this.
Please, nobody ever tell me to lick the stain. I don't care what kind of stain it is.
Yeah, is there even such a thing as a good stain? I'm trying to think of all appropriate and inappropriate contexts. I can't think of one.
Do you want to deny or defer?
I'm gonna deny.
I
want dignity.
All right. Well, it might be in short supply, but we'll go for it.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then.
Yeah,
get
cool people lick counters.
And your act together.
All right, we have a new quest. Find booze and drink it.
All right, so it didn't matter. It was going to defer anyways. Now we have to find liquor.
Well, yes, you've solemnly resolved to not lick off the counter. Anyway, we've got some folks here. We've got sleeping man, orange jacket, wheelchair lady, and the man behind the counter.
Let's go orange jacket guy, because let's do this in a grid. So he's the leftmost person. We can go to the old lady.
All right.
We'll go to the counter guy.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
So yes, this is our esprit de corps, which is one of the more arcane personality traits. This one is about being a police officer. So, because I guess the question is, you are sure of this, but why? Well, our esprit de corps might infer that we are fellow police officers. Anyway.
Yeah. Also, that's a killer first impression if you can just look at someone and be like, he'll die for me.
That's just the sort of guy Kim is. You'll learn more about him as the game progresses.
Yeah, how are you doing, Kim?
The sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Are we asking who is he to me to perception, or...?
Yeah, you're kind of like I said, you're thinking it, Whenever you talk to these personality traits, you're thinking things. This is just something has triggered your visual perception to make a comment.
Yeah. I imagine if the yellow slotted skills were lower, we would not have this insight. So.
Yeah, exactly. If our perception was low, you might not have this insight.
Let's shake his hand.
Okay.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
We need to invent a name for ourselves.
You want to try inventing a name for yourself?
Have to.
All
So
right.
it's our imperative.
All right, let's do it.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Names are hard, I guess.
Hi, my name is Sunset Boulevard. Pleased to meet you.
My name is Forest Fire, mixed with stench of liquor.
My name is Gender Reveal Party Accident.
All right.
Say nothing. Let's have an air of mystery about us.
Always a good sign.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
No, I haven't. Let's be firm.
All right.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
How does... Technically, we've been here for a while. I'm just going to disappoint him.
Well, that's okay. I always like to restate that I am aware of my profession.
I haven't.
All right, fair enough.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
The plot thickens.
Did you do it? I don't like dead bodies. Well, it doesn't answer anything.
The implication is fairly clear. But yeah.
Let's go no.
All right.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Right.
What a great cut there. Just we find 7 days after we realize he doesn't want it to be in the tree.
I'm going to not spoil too much about the game because I want you to have an unadulterated experience. But one thing that is too funny for me to not share that I do know, and I don't know too much because I've only beaten this game one time, so. But I do know that it is possible to beat the game without ever cutting the body down from the tree.
Really?
Yeah, so you just leave it up there forever.
Well, I hope it's not a real human body.
You prepare to be disappointed.
Oh boy.
Anyway.
Okay. Alright. Let's get going then.
All right, not gonna pretend, not gonna admit to a crime in front of the police officer.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Okay, let's get going.
Our pension is too good.
Officer.
All right, so we have 2 tasks: to interview the cafeteria manager and inspect the victim's body.
Yeah. Before we do that, let's go bother this old woman in the corner.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Hold on, your logic interjects.
Oh no.
Shouldn't I have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge?
I'm torn. Because this is a case where I want to be honest, but I don't know, he's already doubting me so much. I want to bolster his confidence in me so we can just go forward.
All right.
What if he gives me another badge? He just has one.
He might. There's only one way to find out.
Let's say it wasn't on me when I woke up.
Okay.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
All right, so we have yet another task that we can do is report that our badge is missing. So,
Yeah.
but like you say, before all of that, you said you wanted to speak to the lady, so let's do that.
Yeah. Also, before we do, I just realized taking the body down should take precedence, but it does not look like either of us are equipped to take down or handle bodies. Like I would,
An astute observation. We'll have to get onto that in a minute. But let's do this conversation.
let's further investigate.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Is it the cryptozoologist's wife? Is it me? Am I the cryptozoologist? It's not clear.
It is unclear at this time.
Just who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
I'm look at me. I'm a hard man.
Mm-hmm.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
You remind me of a young Robert Borden. That stupid dimple has only brought me suffering.
I wouldn't know. I don't have one myself, but I guess I'll take your word for it.
I kind of
Love
have
can
one.
be
It's
cruel, sweetie. Love can be cruel. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
This is an interesting thing that like the game tells us who characters are before the characters tell us who they are.
I just a video game conceit, I suppose.
Yeah, like it's an interesting choice because if we have memory loss, like I don't know, I think it's interesting we forgot who we are, but we apparently know who the neighborhood is. Like, did we run into these people before?
Yeah,
Like,
I assume it's just to make gameplay smoother.
yeah,
But yeah,
how'd
that
you
is
like to
that
roll
is a
with me?
funny little quirk. I agree.
Yeah, roll with me. Join our posse.
Yeah, well, our esprit de corps can't be wrong, right?
Whatever
Yeah.
do you mean?
We need a cryptozoologist. I'm sorry, this is strange. Like on the previous thing is like he just wanted to point out you're in a chair, but now he's just obsessed with the chair. Like he thinks like he thinks like she self-conceptualizes her with the chair at all times, which I don't know. I'm not in one, so
What do you think?
I want you to be my wheelchair partner in crime. I guess like let's be polite about it.
Okay, catching sequence killers.
Yeah.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Come on, we could be a crime-fighting polycule, guys.
All right.
I know, but there's also side mysteries.
Yeah, exactly.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
3 heads are better than 2. This is semi-true.
Yeah, unless they're all on the same being.
Yeah, if the 3rd head is a baby, like they can't contribute much, or if the head is a dog.
Or if the head is like growing out of your spinal column, like 3/4 of the way up.
Yeah,
Less
then
useful.
They're talking right into your ass at that point, depending on the way they're facing.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
I think that's the crime taking place, is lack of accessibility.
The true crime. All right. Anything else?
I think we should get going. I don't know if these
Okay.
other questions are useful.
All right.
Because
Knowing, I know nothing about anything.
we just convinced another cop that we know who we are, and then we're just gonna admit to this lady. I don't know who I am. Like he's not there.
All right, let's go.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
All right. What next?
Let's go talk to the guy at the counter.
Sure. The cafeteria manager. Oh, we have a thought.
Ooh.
A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today's a man. Interesting.
Oh, that's
A man
What?
in his late 20s with a thin, unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
I'm in this picture and I don't like it.
oh, you're handsomer than that.
My beard is thin and unimpressive, but that's why I shave it.
Oh, play to your strengths. Like
Exactly.
My beard is nice at certain angles, but it is not that impressive either. I feel you.
Anyway, whatever. It's got a shape, you know. Like you say, play to your strengths. Anyway, let's interview Garte.
Mr.
Right.
Garte, right? You run this place.
I love the way Kim says Garte. It's
Galt. It's like when we find out charcuterie, it's supposed to be like charcuterie.
exactly.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
I love not having a name. It's so useful and good. This is like me except with other people's names instead of my own.
Yeah, you refer to other people as Harbinger of Ruin. How does that go?
What do you think?
Can I have a drink?
Okay.
It's a good diversion, good segue.
No, you cannot.
Officer, I was thinking more along the lines of your name.
I'm currently in between names. You know, it's 51. You know, you can have this kind of downtime with your legality.
All right.
Fantastic.
It's yeah, let's let Kim talk.
All right.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
I don't like that emphasis. I don't like it at all.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's how it goes.
It's okay.
You can't control your thoughts, you know? That's how it goes.
That's true. That's the it going.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Just pass on the questions. Just don't do your job.
Yeah.
No, let's right thing. Questions. I got this. Just
All right.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
Shut up,
Yep.
man.
And the more I look at his poetry, it kind of looks like a young, Alan Rickman, especially with the way he kind of talks. That subtle
I
deviant
feel like
system.
I feel like that's fairly insulting to Alan Rickman, but then again, this voice actor is a real human being, so let's not be too harsh.
Shoot the glass, Mr. Potter. Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
How did it get there?
How did we get there?
Oh, how do we get there? Sorry, I misread that.
No, it's okay. Just want to make sure you know what question you're asking.
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Frank, is that like old French cavalry? I'm reading it Franco and octogenarian at the same time.
I mean, I'm thinking Franco-Nigerian, but I'm pretty sure that it's fake and made up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I read it that way. Who killed him? Did you do it?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
He doesn't know. He just said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this?
Did you kill him?
He meant someone.
No, let's go. Before you said they hoisted him up, I know that they...
An astute question from our reaction speed.
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching.
Who is saying that? This is clearly an empty place.
all of these customers here, of course.
The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, A lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Why would the dock workers lynch this man?
I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
Yeah, that's how you send messages when you don't like a union. Or
Anyway.
don't like the no.
When you don't like the employer, I believe would be the implication.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
It could go either way. Fuck it. Did you kill him? It's not fun.
You gotta be thorough, right?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Well, maybe you're crazy for killing him. We don't know that.
All
Literally your job, remember? I have other questions.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
Have they
it's
not
literally
been
our
telling you
business.
you're a cop?
Oh, everything is our business.
There you go.
Okay,
sorry, I
you
spoke
got
over.
me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right.
I thank you for cooperating, getting shot down. This helps our investigation immensely. Didn't go well.
Please expound on your personal life for the investigation, of course.
Yeah.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
Well, maybe the lynch was done in a fit of passion and rejection. I don't know.
Exactly.
I guess I like to be thorough.
You okay?
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
What? What were you doing? Staring at the eagle?
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh, I'm so busy staring at this big condor. Ugh. Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
I'm very glad you asked Garte if he was the bartender because it's very funny.
He's got the vest that implies it.
I know, right? He's got a fancy vest. And anyway,
You can still pour me a drink, right?
I could if I were a bartender, but I'm not. I'm the cafeteria manager, so I won't.
What's honestly the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3. Get over it.
I also like how in the course of this conversation he has gone from managing many cafeterias, which is clearly what he leads with, to 3 when pressed.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to sound impressive.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Alright, so we have interviewed
Not
the
so
cafeteria
fast.
manager.
You owe me 130 real.
I forgot about this. Yes,
let's slip away.
slip away unnoticed. 42%. Let's see how it goes.
Do it.
One moment you're running like the wind, then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger, furiously, with both hands. Why?
Because fuck you, asshole, that's why.
Is this how you normally respond to being told your hotel bill?
Yeah, it's a great result.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, here we go.
Watch out!
What you say?
Everything goes dark.
Back so soon.
I. This did not need to. Wait, no. So worth it. Fucking, we're committed. We did
Yeah?
that on purpose. Yeah.
Alright.
Admit it. You just missed the quarter light. The darkness on the edge of town. I was wrong to let you go. I should have kept you here. Is it bright where you are? Is it terrifying? Have you felt The love.
Yeah, in the air tonight. It's going fine.
Yeah,
It's
lying.
it's an intense question followed by it's okay.
It's true. It's okay. Have I felt the love recently?
It doesn't look so, sweetie. Are you okay?
Oh, we have damaged our
Ouch.
health. Health critical. Heal yourself now.
Yeah, heal.
No, you have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back when you move.
Luckily, we picked up that nose bit earlier.
Oh yeah. Are you okay? That's the most polite thing to do.
All right.
The chair took the brunt of it. Don't worry.
Are you sure, ma'am?
Yes. Check on him.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place. The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though. That's 100 square.
He's shaken. Barter now, and he'll cave in.
Thank you for your cooperation as I hurled myself into an elderly woman trying to escape this tab. Thanks for being a good sport.
All right.
Don't thank me yet. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I just can't let you up there. And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
All right. We now have a new task. Get money.
Deep bread. That's everyone's task.
Exactly. All right, and a thought has occurred to us.
By the way,
Thought
where
is out.
is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even have one?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Up on Marvel Hill.
Seems certain.
Why did you say that?
Because it sounds like Salisbury Hill, and I was thinking about Genesis.
Yeah, climbing up.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you.
Lieutenant Kit's right. You know, think about Marvel Hill.
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place?
Expression.
A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Sounds like secular heaven to me.
I was going to say, also, your home often doesn't sound like a place you can stay if you run out of money, at least if you're a renter.
Yeah, unless you're Ted Kaczynski, like, you're generally screwed. I'm going to trace my way back somehow.
Don't want to be hobo cop? Fair enough.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
All right. So.
Kim, you live in my house?
All right. So that has given us a thought. We haven't had any thoughts yet, so I haven't explained them. But basically, the way thoughts work is we have a thought cabinet over here. There are 6 open slots right now, and when you level up, you can buy more space, up to 12. And basically, the way it works is you choose a thought from this list, which is quite long, as they occur to you, and you can internalize that thought. So you'll notice over here on the right, it says this is your bonus that you get while you are thinking about the thought, and then once it's fully internalized after 6 hours and 5 minutes, it will change and become something else. Now keep in mind, you got to be a little careful about what you put in your thought cabinet, because you can only have 6 at a time, and if you have more, well, you have to spend level up points to remove them and put in new ones.
And like having these in your forefront of your thoughts at all, like does this affect the dialogue or roles in any way?
I don't think. Maybe it does, actually. I think some of the thoughts do once they're internalized, but they definitely affect your stats. So at least they do that for sure.
Okay, because I wanna fill up on like 5 slots with girls and 1 slot with economics.
Well, for now, let's do Lonesome Long Way Home just so we understand how it works. So we'll internalize this, and you'll notice that now we have +1 encyclopedia because we are pondering this. And in 6 hours and 5 minutes, this will change. So
Yeah. And our brain is signified by not only our skull, but also our rib cage and shoulders. Because
exactly,
we have
it's
to be
our
strong to carry such a head.
all right. But yeah, so I think we'll call it halt there. If you have been, thanks for watching.
Join us next time as we figure out the mystery of who are we, why are we here, and let's find out.
Exactly. All right. Bye.